What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Fallout 4. In the last episode, we finally boarded the Prydwen and talked to Elder Maxon, the leader of the Brotherhood, who promoted us to the rank of Knight. Thank you. And in this episode, we're here on the main deck, and we are going to be doing a whole number of things. First things first, let's go talk to Paladin Dance.
Dance?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
How did it go with Elder Maxon?
Maxon seems so young compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxon's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
Good. Because we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I don't want anything slowing us down. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
All right, and Dance is with us as our companion this time around. We also completed Shadow of Steel. Let's go talk to each of the members of the Prydwen, each of the main personalities around here. First things first.
Finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Check your records, Doc. I'm not from around here.
What's that? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Well, you don't appear to be suffering from any long-term ill effects, so I'll assume you haven't. Third question, and please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Those species aren't my type.
Good. I find the practice highly distasteful myself. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to grab a couple of things out of here since you probably don't necessarily need them, and I can definitely take them for myself. We got all sorts of good stuff around here. Also, emergency pharmaceutical kits. Yes, please. Look at all this good stuff. There's so much that's useful. A lot of chems and all that. There's going to be a lot of stuff around the ship that we're going to be grabbing. Although I'm only going to have so much space, but luckily when we get our power armor, that's going to alleviate that situation quite a bit. Kitty!
Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
Clean your glasses, Pops.
Pops? What does that mean? Oh, wait, I see. That's in reference to my age. Clever. I'll make a note of that. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Just learning my way around the Prydwen.
Learning your way around? Ah, I see. You're the new recruit that Paladin Dance described in his report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
What type of technical documentation are you looking for?
The Brotherhood is primarily interested in collecting information that might assist us with our current mission. Medical records, science journals, weapons schematics. If it contains any type of useful data, we need to get our hands on it.
What exactly is a research patrol?
Simply put, we send a small two-man team to scout a location and evaluate its technical and historical relevance. Saves us from sending an entire retrieval team to a worthless location.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Okay, awesome. So we'll probably go back and grab a research patrol from him in the future. For now, let's continue heading on up the main deck and seeing who else we come in contact with.
Nothing. I was supposed to report to
Hello there.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Not what I was expecting.
Got it.
Sounds like you're disappointed.
I'm not disappointed, just surprised. You don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose it's better than the alternative. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Okay, you do that. We'll go get our power armor in a bit. It looks like it's that one over there. But we have one more person to talk to.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the Stowage Depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
What sort of extra work are we talking about?
Oh, no. It's nothing like you're thinking. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Okay, and that is technically everyone we were supposed to meet with here on the ship. Now, he does have some extra work for us, like he said. We're going to take a look at that in a bit. But first things first, there is actually a whole upstairs to this place that we're going to want to take a look around as well. So why don't we go and head on up and do some talking, do some searching. We're also supposed to find our storage container. 4 fusion cores. Wow, okay, I'll take that. I'm not going to complain about just finding that.
Sure. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good.
Well, this is not my footlocker. This is not my footlocker either. I believe this one is... No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. I mean, I guess I could break into some of these. We got some rounds as well that we can grab in the process. No, I don't want... I think that's it. Let's actually look in miscellaneous. Maybe it'll tell me exactly where that's at. Oh, it's over on this side. Okay. It's the metal box here. Fusion core and fusion cells. Awesome. It actually does say richest storage, which I suppose makes sense. We'll take all of that. We also got some stuff in a duffel bag, which is pretty great. And then some sort of personal log. Although I'm not going to play that right now. We're going to head... Actually, no, I don't want to go up. Because if we go up there, I think it's just people walking around the walkways. If we go over here, however, there are a lot of interesting things to be found in these metal boxes. As well as, I believe there is one interesting person we're going to want to talk to in one of these areas. Can't sleep in any of these beds, obviously, because we do not own them. But look at all this ammo. There's so much of it. You're going to want to make sure you grab as much of this as you can. This is not the only place to get a lot of it, too. Yeah. It is pretty far. It is. I will not dispute that whatsoever. Okay, so we checked around this area. Let's go over here now, past all these red containers. You can see there's like a cage up there. Also, the little ones, the little squires, little boys, training to be good Brotherhood members later. Okay, this lady here is who I want to talk to.
Your concerns are noted, Scribe. Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you. Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you're injured.
Don't worry. I won't even go near them.
Good. Tampering with the specimens could taint the results and set my research back by months. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
Sounds complicated.
Actually, it's rather simple. You see, the ionizing radiation left behind by the Great War kills because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, after several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
This sounds unethical. You're changing the building blocks of life.
I agree that I might be skirting the line between what's ethical and what isn't, but in order to protect our troops, I'm willing to take that risk. I wish I could show you a sample of the compound, but unfortunately I've hit a stumbling block preventing me from synthesizing a sample. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
Will I get some of that new compound you're developing?
If I make a breakthrough, you'll be the first person I give it to. After I've tested it on myself, of course. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
I don't think Rich ever said that, but okay, we will definitely be keeping a lookout for viable blood samples in the future. Yeah, make sure you don't miss out on that quest, because it's basically just as good as getting those technical documents for Proctor Quinlan, so something worth doing. Oh, you guys got Mr. Gutsy's here too. That's interesting. All right, well, I think we found everything up here that I wanted to actually grab. So let's head back downstairs, and we're going to talk to a couple more people. We're going to talk to Proctor Tegan once again, who is going to give us that that quest that he said he had. But on top of that, we're also going to see if he has anything for sale that might be of any use to us. So,
excuse me, Proctor Tegan.
You looking to pick a fight? I'll help you end it.
Let's barter first.
Be my guest.
Let's see what he's got on him. Okay, so charging boosted laser sniper rifle, Gatling laser. Ooh, pretty good. Can't afford it, but it is pretty good. Okay, we got BOS combat armor pieces. I think these are actually in a lot of ways worse than what I'm already wearing. There is some upgraded power armor pieces, And now the real interesting one is the Commando chest piece and the Commando helmet. Action point refresh speed and 10% reduction in action points costs and vasts. That's probably not going to be any use to me, but this might be. And we also have a knight uniform as well, which I think is what I'm already wearing. I actually can't remember. Yes, I am. That one is interesting there and might be able to sell off a bunch of drugs to get to it. I actually put a lot... What is this? ASAM Sensor 2077 model? Interesting. Nothing else I really need, though. Okay, well, let's take a look and see what his work is.
To me today.
Let's hear a bit more about that extra work you mentioned.
Hard to resist the lure of extra caps. The food stores don't replenish themselves, so I need legs on the ground to hit up farms in the area. We'll be requisitioning a portion of their harvest, and I need that food crated and ready to go for when I send out a collection team. Your mission will be to ensure full cooperation of the civilian farmers, by any means necessary.
I'm in.
Thought you would be. I'll mark the farm on your map. Remember, guaranteed cooperation.
Guaranteed, then. Feeding the troops. Secure settlement crops at Nordhagen Beach, which I believe is not very far from here. Yeah, it's just right across the way. So we're going to have to take care of that. Now, I'll get into my power armor here in a minute, but last thing is we're going to go talk to Proctor Quinlan, and we're going to see if he has a research patrol that we can possibly do.
Knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or looking to assist on a research patrol?
I've got time to assist on a patrol.
Good. I'm glad to hear you say that. Most people don't realize how critical a good research patrol can be. Meet the scribe on the ground. Your mission is to escort and protect a scribe while locating a data source. Once found, the scribe will extract the data, and you'll return both data and scribe safely back to the base.
Okay, and now where was that at again? That was in, or I guess we don't know. We'll have to speak to the Brotherhood scribe, who is just down at in the Boston airport. Okay, well we'll get around to that. We're gonna go down to the airport soon. Now let's finally go get our power armor, which I'm definitely going to try to make upgrades to. Now, all this time I've been sitting on these perks here. Let's actually put some of them in. I'm going to start by putting it into armor, which is going to help us with our power armor a little bit. And then on top of that, I can't get anywhere near rank 3 on gun nut yet. Let's go with science. I think that's probably a pretty good one to get into. Okay, so it is already a BOS2 T60B, which is, well, actually exactly what Proctor Tegan was selling, so I don't think I need to mess with that too much. So I'm going to get inside the power armor real quick, and then I'm just going to kind of grab some miscellaneous stuff. And after that, we can go down to the airport, but we also do want to talk to Elder Maxon as well. Now let's see what my carry space is like. Okay, I have space for 60 more things. And yes, every single time you enter power armor, Dance is like super stoked about it. He loves it when you wear power armor. It's like, I don't know why, it just gets him going. He's a very easy to please man in that way. So, well, I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. And speaking of Kells, I actually do want to go down and check that part of the deck a little bit more. Again, obviously we are going to go down to the airport as well. But let's head back this way. And, oh, I think I missed, yes, okay, I missed this first aid kit back here, so let's grab all that. And so let's make our way over this way. So you're probably wondering what these 3 rooms are. Now, this one here, I think we can just go on into this one. This belongs to Lancer Kells, I believe, yes. So we can actually take some stuff out of here, which is kind of hilarious that he doesn't really care all that much if we do. But that's pretty much it for... Oh, wait, hold on. There was a duffel bag. Yes, there we go. All right, so we have all that. Now, this one here is completely locked to us, and you need a key to get in. So we're not going to be doing anything with that yet. And this is Elder Maxon's quarters. Now, everything in here is considered stealing if you take it. So we're just going to leave that be and head back downstairs. All right, so I'm gonna, before we go out on to the flight deck, let's head back down. And this is where all of the magic happens. This steering of the ship and the like. What's up, Captain Kells?
Chance to roam the Prydwen. What do you think, Knight?
She's very impressive.
Yes,
Quite a feat of engineering, isn't she? It took the Brotherhood's sharpest minds over 2 years to design, and more than twice that to build. That's a long time. Constructing the Prydwen required a vast amount of resources. Far more than the Brotherhood possessed when we began. We spent the first 2 years alone gathering the parts. The rest was spent assembling. It was worth the effort. With the Prydwen in our arsenal, we can mobilize our entire division, sending her anywhere that Elder Maxon wishes her to go. Her presence in the Commonwealth ensures that our mission to defeat the Institute will end in victory. They don't stand a chance. Amen to that, soldier. In any event, I hope your tour of the Prydwen helped acclimate you to our way of life up here. I think you'll find that the more familiar you become with both her capabilities and her crew, the longer you'll survive as a member of the Brotherhood. You're dismissed, Knight.
Thanks, Captain Kells. We'll talk to him a little bit more later. I don't think there's really much else for us to grab around here. There's like a suitcase with a bobby pin in it and a metal box with some plates and the like, but that's pretty much it. There is this room over here, which the Prydwen foredeck, I don't think there's really anything of value in there, but we can definitely check it out just in case. So let's do that really quickly. Okay, so this is the outside. It's not connected to the rest of the ship, but from what I could tell, it doesn't really look like there's anything out here for us to get. You kind of just get a really good view of what's going on out there. Now, all that shooting, if I'm not mistaken, see what they're all doing down there? I'm pretty sure that is just them that's just target practice, essentially. They're not actually shooting at any hostiles, but this is it, guys. We are now officially a member of the Brotherhood of Steel. We've got our power armor. We are a knight. And we have our orders. There are a couple of side things, though, that I would like to do first. So in the next episode, guys, what's going to happen is I'm going to meet you guys out on the main deck. We are going to head down to the airport, and we are going to get that research patrol taken care of, as well as heading on over to Nordhagen Beach and persuading the locals to give us some supplies. However that works, we'll find out when we get there. But thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.